Previously on New Crits on the Block.
Please don't do this. Don't make us do this.
You can see pity on her face. Katon, you say this isn't the way things were meant to be, but it was. She looks down at you. I hope you all are prepared to die. She puts her hands out in front of her as her head arcs backwards as you hear this crashing noise at the backside of the chamber. You see a giant Leviathan blasting through the wall, its mouth fully wide open as it's going right in front of all of you. So I got a question, but in this question, I want you to put yourself in my position. You're at a steakhouse.
Okay.
All right, you're at a steakhouse.
What year is it?
Yeah, what year is it?
It's 2023.
What month is it?
And were you?
And were you?
What?
Or we're
Were
just in
you
your
at a
position?
steak-
Well, I was at a steakhouse.
Okay.
Right.
We're Jacob
finished your-
Perry at a steakhouse in 2023.
Okay.
You had some great lobster.
Ooh.
You
Okay.
had some great New York strip.
All right. No apps. Interesting. But okay, go
Some
ahead.
sides.
There was apps, but I can't remember what they were.
Sides?
There was
Let's
mashed
let Jake.
potatoes
Let's let Jake
and
tell a
veggies.
story, okay? All right.
I'm trying to
You
paint
had-
the
Go ahead.
picture.
No. You
I'm
can
curious how
color
many
later.
drinks
It's
I've
fine.
had.
You've had two whiskey drinks. I can't remember what the cocktails
Ooh.
were.
Do we have a cider drink?
Oh no,
Do a
wait,
vodka
it was
drink.
two paper planes. two paper
Ooh,
planes.
good
is what I
choice.
Did we
had.
sing the songs that remind us of the good times?
They
We've already
weren't. The
done
paper
this.
planes were pretty sweet. They weren't as good as I had them before.
Oh, okay.
Must not have been a Maronino. That's how you fucked it up.
Yep.
And then you had dessert, some creme brulee. It was delicious.
Okay.
No, it was
Some
it was
what?
bread
Some
pudding.
creme brulee.
Creme brulee?
Some cram.
Okay,
It
so
was
we're not watching our weight. Got it.
You're
Just
not
wanna make
watching
sure.
your weight.
No, it's a
No,
splurge
all right.
night. It's all right.
Everyone else.
Yeah,
Everyone else
it's a
is getting
steakhouse.
coffee.
Everyone else is getting
getting-
coffee.
You don't like coffee. You're not a
No, you
coffee
hate it.
drinker.
Oh, this is
Okay.
hard for me to
You
imagine,
look-
but okay.
Yeah,
I'm with you,
look
Jake.
at
I'm
the
with you,
waiter.
bud.
Yeah, you look at the waiter and you're like, I would like something caffeinated, but I don't like coffee. There's another choice, tea. So I said,
Yeah.
hey, can I have some tea? Now the waiter looks at you like you're fucking insane.
Because you are.
Like-
What?
Like,
Because who the fuck has tea after dinner? You have a shot of espresso and you fuck off. That's what you do.
and you're some sort of,
You were
Idiot.
tea shamed?
yeah, I was tea shamed.
Okay.
Whoa.
Well, you were at a steakhouse and you were ordering tea like a little sissy fancy boy.
I don't
The
like
little
coffee.
Lord Fauntleroy over here.
What's so
Yeah.
wrong with that?
Oh, you want me to
Nothing's
cut
wrong
your
with
steak
it.
up
Please
for you
continue.
too?
Please continue.
That's-
All right, so what's the ultimate question, Jake?
Is that
Yeah.
weird?
Oh, that's the question? Oh.
That's the question.
All right, let's go ahead and let's go around. Brian?
Not weird.
Okay.
Really, would it warrant the response of listeners that you can't see my face right now? But this,
Jake, do you think you were being just overly sensitive, or were you being like hyper aware of their reaction?
No,
Like,
'cause
if I talk to Zoe, if I called Zoe right now and I
She
said,
was- you can
Zoe,
call,
was the waiter's reaction as
it was awkward. It was very awkward, and
Okay.
that's coming from me as an awkward person.
no? But that's what I mean. Like
felt
you are an
awkward.
awkward person, so you're hyper aware of every other awkward person.
No, everyone else there. My dad, Joe, Nick Biederman, Zoe. They all said at the end like that. Hey, made that kind of weird.
Why did that
Cause
guy
like-
need his last name mentioned?
I know. Why did his name need to be?
Well, because we have other Nicks in our life.
We do have
wasn't-
other Nicks in our life.
Okay.
It wasn't our brother Nick. It was it was another Nick.
So let me ask you this, Jake. How did you ask for the tea? I think that's a...
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
You could have
see,
asked
that's-
for
we're
it
missing-
weird.
Yeah,
You had
did you
two
like
paper
take your pants
planes.
off and wave your penis around and then say, "Can I have
Oh,
some tea?"
wow,
Because
okay.
I would also probably look at you kind of strangely if you did
I
that.
thought he was
No.
going for more like, Monsieur, I'll take your finest tea, please.
No,
yeah. What if you said,
Your
I think
finest
coffee is
oolong, please.
I think coffee is poo poo butthead and I want tea instead.
Me
Wham.
want tea. Me want tea.
No, it was,
Yeah,
it
did
was,
you do that?
He went around the quarter, the table, and he was like, "Oh, you want coffee? You want?" I'm like, and then he got to me. I was like, "Oh, I don't really like that coffee that much. Do you guys have tea?" And then he's like, "Tea?" And I was like,
He's never heard the letter before.
Tea?
I was like, "Yeah, can I have some tea?" He's like, "I think we have tea." And I was like, "Okay, if you don't, then don't worry about it. But like, if you guys have tea, that'd be nice to have some."
Okay.
And then he went back and then he brought out like a whole box of assorted tea.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "So you guys do
Okay.
have tea?"
So I have questions. Before I like give my full download on it. When he brought you the selection of tea, was there like an actual kettle? Was there like a little container? Did it seem like there was a display?
No,
or did
it's
it
just
seem
a
like
little
he
box.
grabbed it?
Just a box.
Yeah, we had it at Ziofredo's too.
But they had cups and pots and like he didn't have to like bring a giant pot of water because they didn't have a kettle anywhere to be found. Like
No, he just poured hot water in my like the same mug that the coffee was going into. And then
Okay.
I grabbed a tea
He didn't
bag
give
and
you
put
an
it in.
actual tiny tea kettle.
No.
he didn't give you a tiny tea kettle, but he did give
interesting.
you, and he gave you the same cup the coffee comes in.
Yeah.
And the box of tea was it just literally the cardboard box you buy at the store,
No,
or
no,
was
no. It was like the wooden box that has like the
Okay.
like the little plexiglass holes in it.
So you
He opened it up and there was
you steeped your tea in the cup, not in a little mini kettle.
yeah,
Huh.
Yeah.
because it was just one. It was like one cup essentially. And
one
then I
cup of
grabbed.
tea.
I grabbed.
Yeah, he didn't make a
chai.
pot of tea for him. He made him.
He brought me a selection.
You made the tea yourself.
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
I did.
All
So
right.
it's, yeah, I think it is not weird to ask that because you're at a restaurant and people ask, I'm sure, for weirder things. So I don't think that's that weird. This restaurant is clearly not prepared for people to ask for tea. And I think that's more on them than it is on you. But the fact that you're the first person that ever made the request
It
is
felt like that.
troubling. And I understand why he'd be taken aback by it because, especially after dinner, tea is more of a day thing, not a night thing.
Because you weren't specific about the type of tea, so you had to take the extra step of
Yeah, like if you said
bringing you
chamomile.
all of the tea they have.
Well, I said, what kind of tea do you have? And he said, I don't know. And I
Oh,
was
okay,
like,
then that's okay. That's why he looked.
Yeah,
He's
and
like,
then-
oh shit, I don't know, and now I have to like fumble
Yeah,
out with like a
I was
bunch
like- I was
of
like,
tea
Bring all
okay,
the
bags.
well-
tea. So he could have made
okay.
your tea for you, but he didn't know the selections and was not prepared for the.
yeah.
for the,
So he brought
Yeah,
out
that's
the
on
box.
him. This whole thing's on him.
So Jake, he didn't look at you. This is a possibility. He didn't look at you like you're crazy. You inferred that he was looking at you like you're crazy. In reality, he was thinking to himself, "Oh shit, I don't know how to do my job."
I think it was more the tea. And I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know where. to
Yeah,
go
I
from
have-
he
there.
said
I have more
tea.
questions.
Oh shit, I don't know what tea we have.
I have more questions.
More questions. Oh god.
Yes.
Okay.
This America, we don't drink tea here. We fought a
what
war
is-
over tea.
What's the restaurant?
It was the meat cellar. This is the one
It
I
was the
told you
meat
about.
cellar. Okay.
Yeah.
Did their menu have tea in the like drink section?
I don't know. Because
I'm
I just
looking.
asked.
By that point, he probably no longer had the menu.
Yeah, because everyone else just said, that, "Can they get some cappuccino?" And I was like,
So
"Well, I
here's
don't
the
want
thing.
It's definitely
They
not something
have
on the
a-
dessert menu, though, right? Like it's
No.
you get a shot of espresso, and then you have every other like
No, for
aperitif.
sure, but
Um,
like
Here's the deal. It's a restaurant. They have a box with tea in it. They sell tea. It's an option to be sold. You went to a restaurant and ordered a food item. They should bring it to you and you should consume it. And there should be no other questions, comments, thoughts, or feelings regarding it. That's their job.
yeah, it does seem strange to be so
Yeah.
like
I think Christy hit it on the nose. The dude just didn't. He was just like, I don't know. I don't think about tea. Coffee's easy. Would you like some coffee? It's black. Here's coffee. We have caffeinated
someone
and
else makes it.
non-caffeinated, and that's it.
I almost asked for milk too, but I knew that was probably going to be a stretch.
you were
at
gonna
that
ask for
point.
milk. Oh,
Well, do you think he
would've
could have been
laughed you
looking
out of
at
the
you like,
restaurant.
hold on, you're not a 90-year-old lady?
Yeah, right.
yeah. What?
Well, I explained it. I said I don't really like coffee, so I thought that would be like the icebreaker of like, why is this guy ordering tea? I didn't even think that the tea was weird.
They may
I've
have
ordered
had
tea
little
at
mini
restaurants all the
tea
time.
kettles,
You
and he
know-
just didn't even know.
Maybe. And you should be more firm about your dislike for coffee, because when you say I don't really like coffee, you still kind of leave that window open for like you could drink it. right?
Oh, I don't want.
If
I
you
don't
were
want to walk
forced
over
to,
and be like, I fucking hate it.
Like, dude, I fucking hate it. I fucking hate coffee. You give me coffee, I'm gonna throw it back in your face. Just
throw
fucking
up.
Bring me the
coffee.
hottest coffee so I can scald your ugly face with it.
I'd
I
rather
could
drink the
smell
water
this
that's in the bar mats. Just put that in a cup and heat it up for me.
So I will say I've been doing some digging on their menus. Took some digging to find
the meat seller, you mean?
Yes, for the
Okay.
meat seller.
Yes.
They do indeed offer iced tea for $3.
That's easy to make because you just pour the shit out, right? They already have a pitcher.
So they
of it
have
pre-made.
tea
Yeah.
for
They have a nice
$3.
selection.
They have tea.
Jake, you just happened to stump the Schwab there, buddy.
Yeah,
What a pull, dude. What?
I don't get the reference.
I don't.
I don't know it. I don't know it. What is it?
Somebody other than Matt and I are going to appreciate that.
Oh, man.
It's an old show on ESPN.
Yeah, he had like chai tea, breakfast tea, some chamomile, Earl Grey, green tea. Like they had like at least like 8 or 10 different teas.
I think what threw him off is the request for the tea after dinner. I think that was the issue.
But that's when so many people drink it, though. I don't feel like that's a weird thing.
It's a digestive,
like
not
tea
really,
is-
but
Isn't that when you drink it? Like a warm tea to like...
No.
oh, you know what? I don't think they got. I think they might have got like that digestive drink at the end of.
Yeah, Joe's really into that. The
Yeah.
coffee bean one.
Yeah. I think that's what
Yeah.
they all got.
There's
Yeah,
nothing
so we got a
weird about
cappuccino.
drinking
Sambuca.
tea. There's
After
8 billion
dinner.
people
No.
on the planet.
Sambuca.
No, there's
Most
not.
of them drink tea
I'm
as
just saying
opposed
the-
to coffee.
The after dinner offering is usually an aperitif of some sort or a digestive, if you will,
Drink
which is
the
coffee.
buca.
It's not.
There are digestive teas.
I don't think they had them. I had chai.
They don't off. Yeah,
It was good.
I think it's more of a pre-dinner drink or a brunch drink or like a day drink.
I mean, I think we
not
got
an
to
after
remember
dinner.
that, like, we're just a bunch of like,
Coffee
we're a bunch of white people living in California. Our view of like the world is this is a big
This
country
is-
with a lot of people in it. People
This is
drink
coming
tea.
from someone. I only drink tea at night after dinner. That's my only time. The only time I ever want tea is, ooh, it's a cold night. Ooh, I'm going to make some chamomile or some ginger tea and I have it for bed. I never ask for it at a restaurant, though. That's never something I would do.
Look, I love coffee. I love tea. I love the Java Jive, and it loves me. I think we can all agree on that.
Great.
Matt, are you wanting
Well-
us to move on from this? Is that why you're kind of wrapping that up with a
With a
bad
reference from a
rhyme.
song from like the
Terrible poem.
40s or 30s. Yes.
terrible
Terrible poem. That's the Java Jive.
tea.
That's the Java Jive, sir.
Okay.
So
Well-
end result is not weird. Okay.
Yep.
End result is you shouldn't have been shamed for your weird
No.
choice. It was
No.
a strange choice, but not that strange.
Yep.
I
Yeah,
feel like
agreed.
asking for a glass of milk would have been insane.
A glass of warm milk.
So
For your tea? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't know how to. They don't know how to tea already.
No.
You also asking for milk would have just, even
Blown
though
his-
that's definitely something you put in coffee and it's totally fine, he would have thought you were insane.
Yeah, it would have blown his top.
yeah, I think I would have I know he's probably a robot, honestly. I think I short wired him or short circuit.
Tea?
Short wired.
Tea. Speaking of drinks, what's everyone drinking right now?
Water.
Oh,
I
boring.
got a Matador right now.
Ooh, nice.
Easy
I can
one to
yell up
make.
at Zoe and see if she'll make me drink.
Ben, better not
I'm
be
drinking
tea.
coffee.
Ben's drinking his post nasal drip.
Mm.
That is, yeah, that too.
Yeah, he's also drinking that. He's more like chewing that, let's be honest. That's more of a meal.
No, that's a nighttime issue. During the day, it's a little bit thinner.
Blech.
Okay, well now
Brian
we
and I
got-
are having a nice sidecar.
Ooh. One of my faves. I love the image that Phillipa is just sitting here waiting for like Jake to
For
get
us.
back to her. You know what I mean?
Well,
Well, I
to
bet
the-
she
the
has
Leviathan.
thoughts and feelings about tea.
Okay, so last episode, Clay summoned a Leviathan that came crashing through.
Oh, right.
the- yeah, through the
Forgot about that.
entrance to her like chambers. So, can I have everyone make a dexterity saving throw
Absolutely.
as it comes crashing through the room.
Fuck you, Jake.
Easy.
Okay.
Yeah, baby. Eamon rolled a 24, 13 plus 11. What about
what bonuses do I get?
Well, what I was going to say is, what about the old sea hag?
Yeah, she's making a dex save too.
Really? Even though she's held by Phillipa?
You'll see why.
Oh boy. Okay, here we go. Sea hag's dex save. Not her best.
I don't think it
stat
matters.
here.
Do
You
I
don't
get
know
any
that?
bonuses from Katon?
That's a nat 20, baby!
Sea hag!
Yes!
Yay!
So here's the question, Jake. Is it half damage if they fail?
It is half damage.
Oh no. Well, they might roll really bad damage.
Okay, so what did everyone else get? 24 for Awen.
I'm still waiting to see what bonuses I receive from Katon.
I don't. So I
you're
walked
too far away.
forward. So the question, and you said you hid. So I'm going to go ahead and guess you're probably 10 feet
No,
away
I
from me.
didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, well, Leaf got a 9.
But the sea hag gets a bonus from me.
Oh,
No!
okay. Then 24 total for Sea Hag. Sea Hag also got a 24.
Wow,
damn
so
it.
9 for Leaf.
Yeah.
Boral, what'd you get?
Boral got a 16 plus 4 for a dirty 20.
Nice.
Okay, that's good. Katon?
Katon failed.
What'd you get?
Like fully?
Just failed.
Oh,
Like
what
a
did,
one?
Tell us the number,
what did
Ben.
we get?
Yeah, what's the number?
He rolled a 2
Oh, so
Oh.
on the dice. And you can go ahead and let me do the math if you want to, but he failed.
Do the math.
It's like a 5, I think, total, right?
It actually is very good. Yeah, 2 minus 1, and then plus 3.
3.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
4.
5.
So I'm
Oh
sorry.
no, 4.
I'm sorry.
Four.
Thank you.
4.
Sorry, I wasn't bothering to actually.
Excuse
I did not
me.
want to convert any brain power into doing the most basic arithmetic because I already knew the answer.
That's my problem all the time, too.
Okay, so Katon and Leaf fail.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Let me roll some dice. So if you failed, you take 43 points of ice damage. And if you passed, you take 21 points of damage.
yeah, correct.
Okay. Or
Sorry,
like
did I
when
pass?
you take
I
nothing.
don't know if I missed that. What did I have to beat?
You beat it.
Okay, thank you.
Because you got a dirty 20, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you beat it. So as this Leviathan like crashes through this wall, you notice that it is not a like living Leviathan. It's just like this ice, almost like this icicle like creature that's blasting through the wall that looks like a Leviathan. As it runs through, you feel like these razor sharp edges of its body trying to like slice through you. It has like hundreds of teeth in its open maw. As it goes and jumps over you, Awen, you kind of like just lay down and like are looking up at it as it's flying over top of you. Leaf, you get caught right in like the front of it, and it's a few of its teeth kind of stab you as it kind of just goes over top of you and like slices the back of your head. And Boral, you kind of are just dodging out of the way of it as it kind of like just has some of the shards on the side of it cut you. And then it crash lands onto Katon. As you can see, as it crashes, it kind of just melts down into water and dissipates away as it melts, and you see all the water and ice from it like form a circle and then get absorbed up by Glace. That was her legendary action. After Leaf's turn, it is
Jake.
now.
Hey, Jake.
Yeah.
The sea hag goes down.
No.
Oh, no.
Hey, Jake. Hey, Jake.
Yeah.
Someone play the funeral song.
Hey,
Hey, Jake. Yeah.
Phillipa gets 450 XP.
Oh no. She does.
What?
She
Levels up mid battle.
Yeah.
No.
She just hit level 20.
No.
Oh no.
Sea hag goes down, Jake.
Okay.
Fuck. Christy, you and I need to make concentration checks.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
Shut
DC, what did you say? 21? DC 21, because that's half the damage.
Jake, can I roll death saves for the sea hag?
Yes, you can if you'd like.
I would like to, yes.
Do you want to just get them out of the way and roll them all now?
Yeah, let's roll them all
Is that
now.
a con save?
Yeah, make a
So I have to-
concentration save, which is a con saving throw.
It's a pass, 17. That's a crit fail, so that's 2 deaths. And that is a 16. Okay, it's coming down to this. It's coming down to this, Sea Hag. And 8. Sea Hag, Jake.
Oh no, not
Jake,
again. We have to grieve
Jake.
again?
Jake, the Sea Hag goes down.
The sea hag.
The Sea Hag has failed its saving throws.
You know, I'm looking at this art here, this official art of the Sea Hag, and she might be hideous, but in the picture, she has some good side boob
I don't
going
know how
on
the
here.
rest of it
Fire!
goes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What is
We're
happening
doing
right
a
now?
whole 21 gun salute. Is what we're doing.
No, you didn't hear what Ben just said?
Oh, I was too busy firing. I'm sorry.
Oh, fuck.
I was too busy being a
No,
trumpet.
never mind. Move on.
No,
We'll just
wait.
we'll let that one be for the listeners.
Yeah,
now
that
I get
one's
to
for
edit
them.
this later.
Wait, what did you say?
No.
You have to listen to the episode.
Damn
You're gonna have to
it.
listen to the episode.
You guys are doing that, and Ben said what he said. Fucking
Okay.
Yeah,
shit's off the
okay.
rails. What the fuck?
Christy, what's your concentration check?
I got a nat 20, baby.
Hey,
A
did you
plus
really?
2 for a 22. Yes, I did. Ain't
So did-
nothing gonna break my concentration. I'm focused
So
as
did
fuck.
I.
Ain't nothing.
Did
gonna
you
break my
really?
I
stride.
also got a nat
Ain't
20.
nothing gonna slow me
dang.
Plus-
down.
Down.
Whatever, I got a nat 20. So it's for me, it's a
Moving.
33.
Damn. Okay, we're so focused. We're like,
So we don't lose our spells.
Cool.
I'm
You
glad
guys
I
didn't
didn't-
even get sort of distracted by your new best friend going down, huh? Not even just a little bit.
I was also giving her a trumpet salute, so
Yeah.
I could do both. Clearly,
Do you want to have a moment and say something for the sea hag real quick before we get back into the fight?
I do.
Glay stops the fight.
Okay.
She's like, hold on.
She
Hold on,
she
time,
gets
time.
it, right?
She
Like
gets it.
she's
Time.
evil. She's not a monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's still a little bit of humanity.
like her
in there.
classification, literally in the handbook, is not monster.
Yeah. Okay. Oh God, I don't think I could do this. Leaf, please, if you could take over for me, that'd be great. Thank you.
What me? Oh, okay. Dearly,
Dearly beloved, Prince comes in. We got here today to celebrate this thing
Oh, so
called
you are
life.
going to do it. You are going to do it. Okay. Dearly beloved.
No, sorry,
we are-
that's it. Bye.
Oh. Well, I guess that was it. Just throw a flower for her.
That was wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Leaf. Thank you, Prince. Artist formerly known as. Appreciate
You're
you.
welcome.
Okay, time in.
Okay. Boral, it is your turn.
Well, at least this hag is over.
What?
What?
So is the Leviathan
Oh.
still a
It's
thing
gone.
in the room, or it's gone? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
It was an attack. It was an attack. She shouting at you.
What
Guys,
is
this-
happening?
This episode halfway in so far is wild.
What a
Yeah.
tone shift, huh?
Yeah.
All it
well,
takes
that's
is
what
you guys
happens.
having one drink.
And Jake got a little bit of sausage. That was all.
all right. Well,
A
She
little
can-
sausage usually changes my demeanor too.
Me too.
Just brightens the day.
Right,
she
Ben?
she can bring
And that
in
sausage ain't
giant
little.
freaking creatures. So can I.
Oh. Well,
I'm
I
going
guess
to-
I started it. I apologize. That was on me, guys.
I guess I started with my question about tea.
I started bringing the creatures into the fight, so I apologize with the Leviathan. That one's on me.
Yeah. You
All
made
right.
it a summoning party.
I am going to cast Illusory Dragon.
Ooh.
A
Oh.
illusory dragon?
Is-
How about a winnery dragon? Come on, that one's good. I did it, guys. Come on. I did it that time, for sure. No one's laughing.
I
Jake
laughed.
left. Ben
Jake's
is
gone.
staring down in shame.
I'm trying to find a spell that will magically make this entire fight.
Brian, you
See-
liked it, right?
I did, honey. That's good.
Okay,
Good job. It just kind of diminished my moments of casting this.
Oh, sorry. You do you. Okay.
No,
okay,
you
I'm
did.
back
You
down.
did like a diminished Trump there. I don't like Loser dragons, all right. I like winter dragons.
Well,
Don't like the loser dragons, only the winner dragons.
don't we all agree?
Everybody knows
winter
that, folks.
dragons?
Everybody knows. I've stated for the record that I like winter dragons, all right.
I like that Brian has like a blues guitarist vibe kind of going on there.
Yeah, I wish Trump sounded like that.
I can't do a Trump impression, and I refuse to
No,
learn.
it was good.
You got
I
the
don't
hand
like it.
gesture in.
All right.
You don't need it.
Illusory dragon, meaning it's an illusion.
Oh.
Loser. Okay.
Oh,
Not that he's a bad dragon, like a loser dragon.
got it.
It's an 8th level spell. By gathering threads of shadow material from the I assume you want me to read all this, Jake. Jake, where'd you go? Oh, there you are.
Right here. Okay.
I assume you want me to read all this.
Please do.
Gathering threads from the shadow material from the shadow fell, you create a huge shadowy dragon in an unoccupied space you can see within range. The illusion lasts for the spell's duration and occupies its space as if it were a creature. When the illusion appears, any of your enemies that can see it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become frightened for 1 minute. If a frightened creature ends its turn in a location where it doesn't have line of sight of the illusion, it can repeat the saving throw, ending the effect on itself as a success. As a bonus action on your turn, you can move the illusion up to 60 feet. At any point during its movement, you can cause it to exhale a blast of energy in a 60-foot cone originating from its space. When you create the dragon, choose the damage type: acid, cold, fire, lightning, necrotic, or poison. Each creature in the cone must make an intelligence saving throw, taking 76 damage on it of the chosen type on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. The illusion is tangible because of the shadow stuff used to create it, but attacks miss it automatically. It succeeds on all saving throws, and it's immune to all damage and conditions. A creature that uses an action to examine the dragon can determine that it is an illusion by succeeding on an intelligence investigation check against your spell save DC. If a creature discerns the illusion for what it is, the creature can see through it and has advantage on saving throws against its breath.
So much stuff.
Holy, okay.
Got all that,
So
everyone?
what type is it?
It's going to do fire.
Hey everyone, it's your favorite player, Matt, and welcome to this week's Middle Break. Just got done watching the 2024 Oscars. Wow, what a fun, glamorous evening of Tinseltown. I gotta tell, I'm a big movie fan. We try to watch almost every single of the movies that are nominated every single year. You know what I do? I love it. I love it as vapid as it is. I still really do enjoy the entire thing. So just got done with that. So now I'm in a great mood recording this after one of my favorite TV shows of the year, celebrating all things Hollywood. So let's celebrate all things New Crits, huh? There are a few ways that you can help us grow our podcast. The first way, subscribe, rate, review to our podcast wherever you get our podcast from. Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whatever podcatcher you use, we're obviously right there on it. Go there, leave a review, hit the subscribe button, download all the episodes, and write a little synopsis about why you like our podcast so that other people might stumble upon it and think, you know what? I think I might like this podcast too. Also, make sure to follow us on all our social media platforms. You can find us on Twitter at New Crits and on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at New Crits on the Block. That is where we post most of our updates for episodes, things of that nature. The best way you can help us grow there is by share those posts to your own platforms. Put them on your stories, put them on your feeds, tag people in them. I know it's a small thing to ask, but it really does go a really big way. Does that make sense? I don't know. We're just going to roll with that because that's what we do here. We're doing it live, huh? We grow most from you giving the word of mouth. That's the only way we grow right now. So doing those things really helps us keep doing what we're doing and giving you our fun podcast. So if you want us to keep going, hey, pitch in to help out a little bit. One of the ways we like to give back to all of you for doing those things is we have a Discord for all things New Crits, but not all things New Crits. Of course, you can come in there. We have channels where you can talk about the show, talk to the cast, talk to other fans of the podcast, but we also have channels in there if you just want someplace to hang out. We got that too. It's a safe, inclusive space. We welcome one and all to come join us. We have cultivated an amazing fan base over the last few years. So if you haven't joined our Discord yet, what the heck are you waiting for? Now you might be thinking, well, Matt, I want to help you do all these things. I want to make your Oscar night even more special. But how do I get to all the places that you just mentioned? Well, from our link tree, of course, linktr.ee/Snookers on the block will get you to all the places that I mentioned and some places that I didn't even have time to mention. linktr.ee/Snookers on the block. It is your central hub for all things New Crits. All right, everyone, let's get you back into this week's episode. Thank you so much for listening. As you know, we come out with new episodes every single Monday. That ain't stopping anytime soon. So let's get you back into this week's episode. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next week. Until then, be safe out there. We love y'all. Be excellent to each other. Bye-bye.
Fire. Okay, so out in front of you, you put this illusionary dragon as a adult red dragon appears in front of Glace as it like flies down and crash lands, or what seemingly seems like a crash landing onto the ground. Does it take your turn? How does it, or do I reroll?
It's another. I use its action as a bonus action. Like as a bonus action, I can command it to do stuff.
Okay, so let me make the wisdom check to see if she's frightened. That is a 14 plus 6 for 20.
That just beat it.
Ah, shit. Okay. And then are you using your bonus action to
Yes.
do your blast? So that's an intelligence saving throw?
I'm going to do's the blast. Yeah, intelligence.
That is a 19 plus 2.
Fuck. Yeah. What about all the other minions?
Those are all dead. Oh, no, there's 2. You're right. There's still 2 swords.
Yeah, it's a 60-foot cone. I'm sure he can
One
hit.
of them fails and is frightened. The other one got an 18. 19 minus
Fail.
1. It's a fail.
Fail.
Nice.
Okay. All right. And then they also do 16. It's an intelligence. So 16 minus is 15 for the save. And then
Fail.
a 3 minus 1 for a 2. So they both fail.
Yep.
And then Glace passes both.
Okay.
So what's the damage?
It is a total of 27.
Okay, so she takes half.
So she gets advantage on, yeah, okay, she already passed, so she gets half of that. Yeah.
You see the sword sentinels as one of them goes to like stab at you again. This illusionary fire breath comes out of the dragon, covering the ground in flames as this sword sentinel just melts away, and the other one goes to try to stab Leaf as it just dissipates into water. As you see it like scrambling because it's more of like an illusionary flame, so it's like panicking and like swiping at itself, trying to stop the flames that aren't really there. And you see it just like fall to the ground, like shaking, and then it starts to like melt itself. And then we go, so that's all of the small guys are gone. That was quick. Katon, it is your turn. You're in front of Glace. The Leviathan just crashed in front of you, and the sea hag is dead. What would you like to do?
You don't got to say it like that.
Katon spends his entire turn mourning the sea hag.
Thank
He
you.
uses all 3 of his actions, as well as his bonus action, all of his movement, and his reaction.
Thank you.
And that's the end of his turn. I suppose there's nothing else he can do.
And I'm sure everybody else will follow suit as well.
The situation is just
Any
too sad.
words? Talking's a free action. Do you want to say anything? as well?
He's too he has too much grief.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
not even-
between the hag and Phillipa, he doesn't know which one he's more upset over. I understand that.
Yeah. Well, I mean the hag.
Well, yeah.
That's obvious.
Thank you.
Well, the hag was your friend.
I'm just wondering something real quick.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Is it going to be real quick or?
He's wondering something,
To his
Jake.
old tricks, guys. 40 minutes later.
I don't see how this is an illusion spell. It's not evocation. I think Katon has to take the damage from the dragon.
Oh, yeah.
How could he
I don't
not?
know if-
How could he not?
So what was the damage, by the way?
We got some
27.
saves to
idea.
make, right?
Yeah, 27. Hold on.
Yeah, make a save.
You're not going to get frightened
Well,
by
that's
it.
a fail. So that's a 3 plus whatever. So that's a full 27 damage. All right. Ow. And now I need to make a DC 13 saving throw. 57. Okay.
Is that for your Hexblade?
That's for my haste.
Oh.
And I passed it.
Woo.
8 plus a bunch. 8 plus
Hell yeah.
13. So 21.
Love that math.
All right. So Katon is also lit on fire by shadow magic and illusion, but I think he's okay with that. Even if he's not, what are you going to do? Oh, well. So when I stabbed Phillipa with the frost heart blade, as we said, it didn't seem to damage her body.
Yeah.
Knowing that, Katon just fucking goes all out. All right, he still has haste active. He already has advantage because of the fairy fire. So, and he already has a concentration spell up. So there's really nothing he can do with his bonus action. So he just attacks 3 times. So here we go. First one is 16 plus 12.
With advantage, don't forget.
Yep, I did. So I assume 16 plus 12, that's a hit.
What is it?
20,
16 plus
28.
28. Yeah,
Against
that's it.
Phillipa. Okay. Next one is a crit, 19.
Jesus.
And next one is another 19.
Damn, dude. Wow.
All right. Pause the
Um,
podcast again.
Oh boy.
Okay. Well, I guess on those 2 crits, he'll use his 4th levels. And then on this one, he'll use a 3rd level. So are you guys ready to hear my total damage roll?
Tell us, Ben. Give us a rundown of how many each dice you're rolling right now. You don't have
That's
to
what
break them
I'm gonna
down.
tell-
Just say, yeah.
I am rolling a total of 58 D8.
Oh my
What?
god.
58?
Well, technically I should roll 12 I should okay,
12.
Jake, I should technically roll, if you want to, this makes the math harder. I should roll 12, 24, 34 D8, and you should double that.
Oh my god.
So let's do that.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. What are the other dice you're rolling?
I was so proud of my firestorm, just my 7d10, like woohoo.
That's a fun animation on D&D Beyond. Is rolling 58 D8.
You wouldn't even be able to see your screen.
You see an explosion in Ben's house and he just goes
Yeah,
blank.
sparks start flying like really old
So if I
school.
roll 34 D8 for my
Pyros.
radiant damage,
I can hold it.
and now we're going to double this because this is radiant damage. So that's 155 damage, not doubled.
So like 300 damage. Okay.
So 310 radiant damage.
Oh my god. That's insane.
Okay. And now we'll roll
Ben went Super
2,
Saiyan.
4, 5d10.
He really did. Oh no.
That's another 30. So we're
Okay.
at 340 plus the 36 that he just gets. So that's 300, 4, 5, 6, 76. That's 376 damage divided amongst 3 attacks when you double all of my radiant damage using 2 level 4 smites, which I crit on, and a level 3 smite.
So how much
Jake.
damage did you say?
376.
Ben, I don't mean this in a weird way at all, but if you could just answer for us, how hard are you right now? But not in a sexual way, just for science.
No, the trick is to not do this in a sexual way, Ben. So do
Yeah,
your
it's
best
not
here.
sexual
All right.
at all. Not sexual at all, but like, how hard are you?
No, he's
right
got it. He's got it. Okay. He's got it.
I'm actually not hard at all.
Because you've already orgasmed?
Because you already came.
Because I'm done.
Yeah. He just did it. He just did it right in his pants. He creamed.
That's it.
Creamed
It's
his
just-
jeans, baby.
I didn't know it was possible, but I actually managed to ejaculate without getting a hard on. It was that fast.
An instantaneous duration?
Wow.
I mean,
Dude, I've only heard of that in legend. I didn't even know that was real.
The casting time is
376
1
damage, and then you might.
Yeah,
Fuck.
Ben
Did
cast,
more
ben
damage
cast
than
ejaculate as a
everyone did.
reaction.
His bonus
in two
action.
rounds, in 2 rounds of combat, you single-handedly did more damage than everybody.
In the entire campaign?
Well, yeah, the entire history of this
I don't think-
podcast. Yeah.
I have ever rolled that much damage.
That's insane.
No, that's the highest damage roll for this podcast for sure, 100%.
Well,
Yeah.
it's over 3 attacks.
Doesn't matter. In one turn, it's the highest damage output we've ever had on this podcast.
Yeah, it's one turn.
Can I tell you, Hag probably close second, but I still don't want to take away from your time.
Yeah.
Wow.
8, 376. What's it? Is there even really a number between that?
Now, Phillipa goes down here. I just want to, I'm sure that 8 hit points that the Hag hit you with,
Yeah.
Jake.
With,
That
and
totally
my
helps.
60
And 60.
and 27.
And
so 80 something that I
and
did.
my
And
12
my
or
fairy
whatever.
fire for advantage. You're welcome.
Oh, no, that's been a huge help because I wouldn't have been able to cast haste on the previous round had I not done that. Although I would have cast it this round. Regardless, yes, that has actually been a huge help that Christy did not lose her her fairy fire. Because then I would have used vow, whatever. The point is, that's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. And of course, it's on
That's a lot of
Phillipa too.
damage.
Hey, quit doing the max amount of damage to Phillipa anytime you
know.
have an opportunity to.
He's so efficient when
Well,
it
this
comes
Although I
to
guess
sword-
this is the one time we're happy with.
Yeah, this
Beating her
sword
to a
doesn't
pulp.
seem to damage her body. It seems to only damage Glace. So, Jake, one
Well,
last
we'll
reminder.
see.
If you deal more than its max health, if you double its max health and damage, you kill something outright. Just a reminder. How's Glace looking?
So you swing your sword 3 times, just effortlessly.
I would
Just-
like to say this is like that cool anime scene where you like charge something and you hit it and then like you're screaming the whole time, like, ah! And then every time as you're like going through various mountains and they're exploding behind you. And each time there's another blast of energy, as Brian said, very Super Saiyan.
You stab her one time as you hear again that like guttural scream coming from Glace as you pull the sword back out and slash across her chest and then kind of pull your sword back and grab it with your shield hand and just thrust the sword into the chest of Phillipa and Glace. As you stab the sword, you feel the blade hilt go through Phillipa and your hands hit her chest as you see this entity get ripped out from the back of Phillipa as this like ethereal frost elemental gets pushed out of her. And as you see that, you see Philippa's hair start to lose that whiteness and turn back to blonde. Her eyes lose that like black ivory color with the like snow white pupils as her blue eyes come back and her pupils kind of come back into focus as she is staring at you with your Frostheart blade through her chest, but the blade is like ethereal. You hear this loud roar as you see that black ichor start to course through the frost elemental that is Glace, as you see the ice from the ground start to rip up and start to culminate around her body as this giant figure starts to build up, bigger than Gaia, as you now see a monstrosity of ice with like multiple hands starting to grow out of its body. It's like the center of it is just one big like iceberg, as one hand 2, 3, 4, 5 arms start to rip out of its body. 3 legs kind of come out like almost like a horse, or there's like 2 legs that go out into the front and then 2 legs that kind of go out into the back. I guess more of like a spider, but if it only had 4 legs. And the creature has like these floating eyes that kind of don't really stay in one spot. You can see them kind of like separating and going around its body until they fixate down onto you. And all 5 hands clasp together, and one after another they go to crush down on top of your head, Katon, as you have removed Glace from Phillipa.
Yay! Is Phillipa alive?
You'll see in just a second.
Okay.
Maybe that's a secondary concern, not the 4 giant hands about to crush you.
Meh.
Katon, you see these hands going down in an arc over this creature's head, going to smash the ground where you stand, also being the ground where Phillipa stands. You could tell that if you pulled the sword out of Phillipa and guarded yourself, you might be okay and be able to withstand the blows. Phillipa looks dazed and confused, like she's kind of out of it right now.
Can't see why. So Jake, what are you rolling a single attack and you're deciding, like, you're asking me to decide who it's going after, or is this like a
Yes, pretty much. Well, it's gonna be 4 attacks.
Oh, I would protect Phillipa.
Okay.
I mean, that's just, I would suffer the brunt of this if possible. Anything I can do to reduce the attack on her and direct it towards me would be what I do.
Well, the first slam's a crit.
All right. So I still have haste active. So here's what I need you to do. I need you to give me each damage separately so I can tell you whether or not I lose haste and thus lose the AC bonus to it. Also, I need to know when and if I cast a shield.
Yeah. Okay. So with the 20, it'd be 35.
Yeah, that's the crits hit. So how much damage is that?
It's going to be 20 D10. Okay. That's 123 damage.
Wow. Okay.
For the first hit.
Hey, you know what? Katon's still up.
Can you go ahead and roll a Constitution check?
I can't. I can't maintain my haste.
Yeah, I know.
It's a DC 50 something. Okay, so I lose my haste spell after getting turned into goo.
Yeah,
all right.
And then I'll describe this once I get through these. Okay, that's not a good one. 9 plus
Katon.
15 for 24.
I lost my haste, so now my AC is 23. So as a reaction, I use shield. So that misses.
And you haven't used a reaction yet. That's right.
I lost my last reaction because now it was my turn. Yeah. So, okay. So misses.
Oh, man. That's a crit 1. Crit failure.
Oh, a natural 1. Okay. So auto miss. Last attack.
Oh, man. I rolled really bad. That crit was the only one I got. That's an 8 plus 15.
Another miss. All right. So, no, you didn't roll really bad. You hit me for 123 damage, which if you were to do again, no, it wouldn't outright kill me. Katon is still standing. He is alive and protecting Phillipa. And as this thing absolutely wails on him, he is looking at her, trying to make sure that she sees him. That the first thing she sees when her whatever clarity she regains is his face. And despite all of this, he's trying to smile at her.
As you're trying to smile, like the first hammer fist comes down and just smashes into your shield as you're kind of holding it up above your head. We'll say the radiant light of the shield starts to emit above you as you just have the fist just smash down. You can feel your feet like sink a foot into the ice as it crushes through, bringing you down to one knee as you just take on the rest of the barrage of these strikes as you are just trying to smile towards Phillipa. As she kind of regains like her senses, and she's looking you in the eyes, and she sees your smile, and you can see her starting to smile back. But you feel this warmth in your side. As you look to your stomach, right where your like liver is, you see an icy dagger jammed into your side, Phillipa holding the hilt of it as she smiles up at you. Gotcha.